Hi everyone, welcome to Tarot by Jessa. This is a general reading for the sign of Virgo. And today is a beautiful Sunday, November 24. We're almost near, we're almost just a month before Christmas. It's beautiful, and less than 2 months before the next year. Okay, what do we have for Virgo? Your passion is being ignited. Your passion for life is being ignited. Number 22. You could be discovering something that's important for the growth of your life. Maybe a new passion, a new endeavor, maybe a creative spark that could help you build your own business, career, something far greater than you could have imagined. What is this related about? Something is awakening inside you. Something is awakening inside you. You see at the back, these are, the spine, basically the spinal column, and the crown has sprouts of fire, but at the same time, the fires have eyes. They have eyes. So I feel like it's a symbol of, especially this one, I feel like it's a symbol of awakening, a major enlightenment. Gosh, I have this deep sense of, there's an energy being uplifted inside of me. What does this mean? If you're not a Virgo and you cannot resonate, if you're not a Virgo but you can resonate with the title and the message, take it. This is a general reading after all, but preferably for Virgo. Yeah, look at this. What did I say? I said something about discovery of a passion, of something new, maybe a creative spark that will open doors of opportunity for you to meet other people, to meet a loved one, maybe your long-term partner, or a creative new endeavor, some kind of discovery related to your passion, to your creativity, that can lead to success, maybe financial success or freedom, or you're creating something far bigger than what you could have imagined. It's like a source of life, because the well is a source of water, and water is life. Water and sunlight are both sources of life. 41 could be a significant number. There could be a partnership because of 22. Freedom, there's a chance to be free from something here. The cage is open. Okay, there's a sense of freedom here. It's like an aha moment. Aha, I finally found the one. I finally found the key. I finally discovered the cure for cancer. I finally discovered how to, the missing piece of the puzzle. Discovery, enlightenment, awakening, an aha moment, a sense of freedom. You're going to be set free with this discovery once you've found this source of life. Again, this could be about finances or about life in general. Maybe you're discovering the secret ingredient to a recipe that could, help you start a baking business. I feel like there's some kind of secret that you will discover, a missing piece of the puzzle, a missing piece of your success. What's missing? Why? So it's like, and we have repetitive number. We have 33 and we have 22. This could be related to work, or this could be related to studying. Again, finances, opportunities, breakthrough that you can share with your family, with your loved one. Okay, tarot cards. What do we need to know about igniting the passion for life? Awakening enlightenment. Please show me, guardian angels. Or you could be having, oh, it's the opposite. The other side, upside down. Some of you could be waking up your third eye. Like, because these are eyes behind you. So when you have a sight at the back, you can see the past. So maybe this is related to looking further in the past and analyzing a situation or analyzing your actions. And yeah, maybe you're going to discover, because the eyes are behind the body. So when you have sight at the back, it means you're able to see what you've passed through. So it's like visually it's speaking to us that you could be discovering something from the past, that will set you free, that will finally make you exclaim that it finally makes sense to me now. There is something about the past that you will discover. We have the Strength card. There could be some Leo involved. Strength of a warrior, courage, embracing, accepting. This is acceptance of what you can no longer change, accepting the beast inside you, acceptance of what you cannot change, acceptance of the hard part, acceptance of the past. Oh, I see. I don't know if this is maybe you're forgiving someone from the past. Forgiveness, it's like what I'm getting here is when I saw the Strength card, because the Strength card for me, it's accepting your weaknesses, accepting what you cannot change. This is a part of you that you cannot change. Maybe you were born into a family who have, a criminal background. Maybe you hate your father. Okay, I'm just gonna put it out there. Maybe you hate your dad because he's part of the mafia, or he's a known gangster in your area, and you've always hated him for having a criminal background, and you've always been obedient to the law. You've always been, let's say you're a lawyer, a solicitor, or a police officer, or you've always been someone who's a good part of society. Okay, I'm just giving you a rough, like a theory. I feel like there is somebody here who has finally come to terms with what happened in the past. I've finally accepted. I've looked back to the past, and I've discovered something, but you've accepted it, and this process set you free. The act of forgiveness of the past set you free. See, beginning your journey towards renewal of life. The Star card is renewal of life, a new sense of life. Accepting what you can no longer change, accepting what's been done, and just understanding the person, or understanding that the circumstances have unfolded and there's no way for you to change it. Nobody can change the past. So you carried on. I've accepted, I've made terms, I've come into terms of what happened in the past. I now begin a new journey towards my fulfillment, because the 8 of Cups finally leads to 9 of Cups. Coming into terms with the things that you can no longer change, with your weaknesses, both strength and weakness coming together. There's no more fighting, there's no more resistance. And this is it, coming to terms, beginning your journey towards, maybe this is therapy, beginning your journey towards healing, maybe healing your childhood PTSD. Maybe you finally you finally got the strength to look back and see for yourself what happened in your past, like discovery of what happened in the past. Maybe your parents abused you. I don't know what kind of abuse you've suffered from. There's a sense of acceptance, coming into terms of what took place and embracing it as it is. Like, I can see somebody here who's telling himself or herself, Mom, Dad, I forgive you. I understand this is everything that you could do. You're human beings, like me. I understand that this was the situation back in those days. It was very difficult to put food on the table, so dad had to do these things. But I feel compelled to hate him, these kinds of things. Or my dad used to hit you, or mom used to hit you, whatever it is. But I can sense somebody here who's coming into terms of acceptance, not defeat. Acceptance. I now begin a journey towards healing, renewal of life. That's what this is about. You're finally coming to terms. You're discovering your life. Finally coming to terms with a life that's healed, that's fulfilling, after you've realized that I need to forgive this certain people. I need to accept the circumstances that happened 10 years ago. I can no longer go back and correct them. This whole process will set you free. This whole process will set you free. Freedom. This is so beautiful. Festivity at the bottom of the deck. For some of you, you could be hearing, I think, because these two cards are reunion cards, so there could be some kind of reunification with someone who's necessary in order for you to achieve this reignition of your life. Like, I don't know, maybe you hated your mother for many years, and now you've come to terms about the traumatic past, about the traumatic childhood, and now you're rediscovering the hobbies attached to your mother, such as baking, knitting, sewing. There's some kind of reunification, a kind of reunion here that's necessary in order for you to start your healing journey. Like, oh, because I've forgiven my mother now, I've accepted the fact that I'm from this background, from this religion, from this community. I've accepted this is my language growing up, because you finally come into terms with the traumatic past. You've accepted it. You've learned to forgive. You've learned to set yourself free. So everything attached to this person or circumstance or this event has finally led you to reunite, to reunite, I don't know, with some kind of energy. Maybe you're starting to phone people from the side of your mom, asking them to go out for coffee. Maybe grandmother. This could be this might be too far-fetched. I don't know how you can resonate with this. Like, maybe you used to hate jewelry because you hated your mother so much, who wear a lot of silver jewelry. But because you've come into terms with this trauma from the past, you've accepted it. You've understood what your mom has gone through, what whoever gave you this trauma. It's like, oh, you know what, I'm starting to wear silver necklaces again, or silver stud earrings. I'm no longer reminded of my trauma. I've been set free from this. So it's like, I feel like there's some kind of reunion of some kind. It could be with a person or energy or something from the past that you're trying to bring back because it's the missing piece of your life, and it's necessary to ignite the passion you have for yourself and for your life. As I said, maybe you used to love knitting, and because it reminded you of your trauma from your mom, you let go of it for many years because you know there's some kind of attachment with the event, with the hobby, with the activity. There's a connection with that activity, between the activity and your mother. But now you're coming to reunite with the thought that, you know what, I'm gonna revisit the thought of knitting again for fun, for hobby, because I no longer care if it reminds me of my mother, because the trauma has now settled. I have gained acceptance of what happened. I have now conquered shame, guilt, fear, doubt, abandonment issues. You have now began your healing journey. For some of you, you could have gone through this phase already. This is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. Sorry for the lengthy reading. Okay, the sense of freedom. Sense of freedom. Okay. Okay. You've tried your best. You've tried your best to set yourself free from this energy blockage for as long as possible. You didn't tell anybody else. This is a solo journey, a solitary journey that you tried to hide. You tried to hide this from many people for as long as you could imagine, from your own spouse, ex-partners, from the people you dated, from the friends, from your community. Maybe you developed some kind of illness because of this trauma, because of this event. But you hid this. You deceive people around you because you don't want them to hate you. You don't want them to put you under a microscope and judge you. So you decided to hide this for as long as possible. But now you're setting yourself free. You're setting yourself free. And here comes a brand new beginning. It took a long time, Knight of Pentacles. It took a long time, but it's here. It's here now. It's like a renewed, it's like a fresh, you know, I feel like the energy with the Page of Pentacles here is someone who just came out of the spa after a major, what do you call this? Facial scrub, diamond peel, manicure, pedicure, everything is fresh. Your hair is nicely done. It's been washed. It's been blow dried. You know, you've been scrubbed. You had a Turkish salt bath. Is that what you call it? Turkish spa bath. You feel renewed. It took a long time. It took a long time, and you hid so much information from the rest of the world. You were so afraid. You felt like you're beneath people. You were afraid to be judged for this trauma that happened to you. Maybe you were SA'd by someone, but this is someone who has finally come into terms of what happened in the past. Come into terms, accepted it, understood, accepted it. I accept. This is it. This is what happened. I can no longer change it. This is what pushed through. This is what pushed you towards a healing journey. Some of you could be going through this. Some of you have gone through this already. A majority, maybe you're about to go through this, maybe in the next month or in the coming year. But this is like a renewed sense of life. A new version of you is going to come out once you've recovered from this traumatic experience, childhood traumatic abuse, whatever this is. A new beginning. See, a new beginning is coming to the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is another card for enlightenment. The swords piercing through the chakra behind the at the back, the chakra at the back. But the Fool is approaching the Ten of Swords. This is not a dead person. The new beginning is stepping into the end. It's coming this way. It's beautiful. What is the Page of Pentacles? Last but not the least. Yeah, you're looking forward to this. You're looking forward to this. You feel, a majority of you feels like, you feel like you've done so many bad things in life. Like, I don't know, you know when you've been assaulted or you've been abused by certain people, especially as a child, or let's say a spouse repeatedly abuse you, you know, maybe domestic violence, or somebody abuse you financially. You can't help but the one who has been victimized by the abuser cannot help but feel like, oh, I must have done something wrong for this person to do this to me. And I just want to add, I feel like there is somebody here who feels like they don't deserve a second chance. With the Five of Swords, it's like, do I, because when I lay the cards on the table, the Five of Swords is looking at the Star card. I feel like the energy here is telling me this person doesn't feel like they deserve a second chance because they did a lot of bad things in the past, that they did something bad in order for them to be targeted by the abuser. You know, people who blame themselves because, oh, I must have done something wrong. I must have worn a very, very tight fitting skirt for the person to attack me in the middle of, you know, in the middle of the mall, or in broad daylight, for someone to catcall you. I must have been wearing something nasty, or it must be too revealing. There's that energy, like, do I really deserve a second chance? I've done a lot of bad things in the past, and I feel like I actually paved the way for this abuse to take place. I must have done something wrong to my mom, to my dad, for them to hit me, for them to talk to me like that. I must have done something wrong to my sister for her to abuse me. There's that energy. But we're talking about the Page of Pentacles. This is a renewed person coming out of a spa, or like a newly manufactured, I don't know, blanket, clothes, shoes, something new. There's something new, a new sense of life. Look, you feel at, but you're coming out. You're stepping out of this Five of Swords energy, even if it has left you broken and bruised and broken from the Five of Swords energy. I think you're finally learning your worth. You're finally learning your worth, and you finally come to terms with what happened in the past, with what the other person did to you. Maybe this is you. You've forgiven. You've decided to forgive. Maybe this is someone who has decided to forgive, even if it's so difficult. Or you managed to discover something from the past that made you feel like, you know what? I don't want to live like this. I don't want to be a perpetual victim of the past. I don't want to be a victim of my mother, my father, my grandmother, my grandfather's abuse. Whatever this is, I don't want to be the remaining memory of my spouse's domestic violence. You're coming out of this situation bruised and broken and battered, but this is what awaits: something new, a renewed sense of life. This is beautiful. I've never had this kind of feeling before. I've never had this reading before. You're setting yourself free. You are setting yourself free from a broken situation, whatever broke your soul or your mind or yourself. Some of you, as I said, you've probably recovered. You're just reminiscing the past, that I did it, and I'm so happy, I'm so proud of myself. A majority of you are probably going through the therapy, going through acceptance of what took place. Some of you are just about to discover that, oh, all I did and all I have to do actually is come into terms with what happened in the past. Look back with the eyes pointed to the back. Look back and rediscover what life was about. Rediscover what life has to offer. Rediscover what took place in the past and come to terms. The abuse has taken place. I can no longer do anything about it. They did what they did. They assaulted, they abused you, they were violent to you, they financially, physically, emotionally SA'd you. I don't know if I can say that in YouTube. Maybe they sexually assaulted you. You've looked back. That was the secret. That was the missing piece of the puzzle, for you to look back and come to terms, understand and accept. For some of you, you must have enough courage to forgive. So much courage to forgive. It set the ball rolling for your therapy, for your recovery period. This is very beautiful. You're setting yourself free forever from this traumatic experience. You're no longer a victim of the circumstance, of this person, of this event, and there's no need for you to blame yourself. Even if you did something wrong, even if you feel like, oh, I must have worn a very tight-fitting jeans, that's why they did what they did. Do I really deserve recovery? Do I really deserve a second chance at life? Because I feel like I did something for them to touch me, for them to hurt me, for them to steal from me. No more. You're coming out of this. You're coming out of this, and you're stepping out, even if what's remaining of you is just a strand of strength to step out, put your foot out the door, and step into a new beginning. This is a new beginning, a proper new beginning. Maybe you're getting married to a new person. You're beginning to date again after many years of domestic violence. Maybe you're finally divorcing a very abusive, controlling spouse, narcissistic, bipolar. I don't know what they are. Maybe you're running away from, not running away. Maybe you're finally recovering from psychological abuse of your own mother, your own father, your own grandparents, or maybe your own siblings. You're battered, bruised, and broken, but you're stepping into a new life, moving to a new country, starting a new job, finishing a degree. Maybe you finish the whole 4 years, 3 years degree while you're being abused, and this is you. This is what awaits you. It's beautiful. I think I feel a bit emotional. Thank you so much, Virgo. I hope you guys all the best, and love and peace to everyone.